All right, I want you to forget everything you think you know about ancient history. We're about to dive deep into a land of stone, spirit, and just so many surprises, a place that guards some of humanity's oldest stories. This is Armenia. And look, that's not just some nice poetic line. That is the actual reality on the ground. This is a place that feels ancient, epic, and somehow profoundly quiet, all at the same time. It's a feeling that just hits you, the second you step foot there. Okay, so let's get right into it because the depth of history here, it's just staggering. I'm not talking about a few hundred years. No, we are talking millennia. So, get ready for this. Here's a little fact that's going to completely recalibrate your entire sense of ancient history. Are you ready? Armenia's capital, Yerevan, is older than Rome. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. While the Roman Empire was still just a distant dream, this fortress city was already a major hub. This is where our story really kicks off. So let's touch down right in that ancient heart. Now, Yerevan is not some dusty old relic, okay? It's a vibrant, buzzing capital built from this unique pink volcanic stone. And oh man, it makes the entire city just glow when the sun sets. And you can feel the city's pulse just everywhere. You feel it in Republic Square with its dancing fountains. You feel it standing at the top of the Cascade, which is this giant stairway that's also basically an outdoor art museum. You can literally taste it in the legendary brandy, and you can feel the energy and the buzz of the night markets and all the rooftop bars. This city is absolutely alive. But here's the thing. To really understand Armenia, you've got to leave the city behind. The second you head into the mountains, the whole energy just shifts. It gets quieter, way more profound. This is where you find the country's soul, and it's literally carved right into the stone. First up, Tatev Monastery. And let me tell you, this is not just a church. It's a 9th century fortress of faith and knowledge, and it's just perched right on the edge of this colossal, mind-blowing gorge. Just getting there is half the adventure. You literally soar over the Vorotan Gorge on something called the Wings of Tatev. It's one of the longest aerial tramways on the planet. The views, absolutely breathtaking, and it perfectly shows you this mix of ancient spirit and modern engineering that you see all over Armenia. All right, next up is Geghard. This is a place that feels like it was born from the mountain itself, probably because, well, it was. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And what's so wild is that entire chapels and tombs are carved straight out of the cliff face. And the acoustics inside, whoa, they are just otherworldly. If you hear chanting in there, the sound doesn't just echo. It vibrates right through the stone and right through you. And then there's Yerevan. This might just be the most iconic image of Armenia. You've probably seen it. This humble, beautiful monastery standing guard in front of the massive, snow-capped peak of Mount Ararat. But this view, it's so much more than just beautiful. It is the soul of the nation. Mount Ararat is their national symbol, and this monastery, it's the cornerstone of Armenian Christianity. Right here, in a dungeon literally beneath your feet, Saint Gregory the Illuminator was imprisoned for 13 years before he converted the entire kingdom back in 301 AD. And that made Armenia the very first Christian nation in the world. Think about that. So, okay, you can see all these places, you can learn the dates, right? But what does all of this history actually feel like? What does it feel like to stand in a place that has so much weight? It feels like the silence, a really profound, deep silence, like the one you find at Sevanavank Monastery, which is nestled in this gorge with these incredible blood-red cliffs. And it's a silence that isn't empty at all. It feels full of history, full of stories. And it's something that just stays with you long after you leave. And you know what? That incredible silence isn't just in the monasteries. It echoes out into the wild, rugged landscape itself. For anyone who loves adventure, Armenia is an absolute paradise. It is just raw, untamed nature. So when it comes to nature, you've kind of got two incredible but very different experiences. You've got Dilijan, which has this little Switzerland vibe. It's all about hiking through these gorgeous, lush forests. And then you've got Lake Sevan. And that's all about waterside serenity. It's this huge, high-altitude sea that looks like it's touching the sky. Life around Lake Sevan is just pure calm. You can go explore the ancient Sevanavank Monastery on its little peninsula. You can swim in the cool, crystal clear water. And then, and this might be the best part, you sit down at a restaurant right by the lake and have freshly grilled local trout. Seriously, it's tranquility perfected. And that perfect meal brings us to the actual flavors of Armenia, because here, every single meal, every glass of wine, it's all connected back to this deep, ancient history. Let's talk about the national dish, horovats. And I need you to understand, this is so much more than just barbecue. It's a ritual. It's the smell of marinated meat grilling over an open wood fire. That's the scent that defines family gatherings, celebrations, everything all across the country. And what do you pair that with? Well, a glass of Areni red wine, of course. And this wine comes from the region that has the world's oldest known winery. We're talking over 6,100 years old. This isn't just some trivia fact. You are literally tasting history. But the real flavor of Armenia? It's the people. The hospitality here is absolutely legendary. Seriously, you're not welcomed as a tourist, you're welcomed as an honored guest. It's this genuine, deep warmth that you don't forget it. So, okay, we've talked about the ancient history, the spiritual backbone, the wild frontiers, the incredible culture. There's only one thing left to do, right? You gotta experience it for yourself. And listen, here's a little pro tip for you. Don't just stay in Yerevan. You have to get beyond the city. Take the night train to Gyumri, which is Armenia's second city. It's this super creative hub known for amazing art and old architecture. And it just has this laid-back vibe like you've stepped back in time. That's where the real hidden gems are. Because at the end of the day, Armenia isn't just some destination on a map. It's a feeling. It's the sense of deep, profound history, incredible resilience, and a warm, welcoming soul that just sticks with you. Your journey is waiting.